Hey everyone, what's going on? I'm actually not at the homestead. I'm in South Korea. And one of the things I'm going to show you is something I'm extremely excited about, and that's showing you how cool and common Asian persimmons are here, and tell you a little bit about them, and show you some of the cool persimmons I found just outside my hotel room. So let's get growing. All right, so I'm standing outside of this pretty good sized persimmon tree. You know, if you watch a lot of the videos when it talks about the Asian persimmons, one of the main differences it says between Asian and American persimmons is just how different the size of the tree is. The Asian persimmons are supposed to be much bigger fruit, but much smaller trees. And I will say, I think I've learned that that's not 100% true. Some of the Asian persimmons that I've seen out here are monster trees. I did a short with this monster persimmon tree above a statue of Buddha in a small town that I visited, and some of these things get really big. But I will say most that I've seen are about the size of the one behind me. And if you guys can see, this is a medium-sized tree. Those of you that follow my channel from Arizona, it kind of reminds me of how citrus is grown in Arizona. You just see it on every corner. It's very, very, very common. We started driving around and I pointed out to my coworkers, who I'm 100% sure think I'm nuts, because I'm like, ooh, a persimmon, ooh, a persimmon, ooh, I'm gonna go look at that, I'm gonna go take a video of that. They think I'm nuts. I mean, it's a special type of crowd that are as excited about fruit trees as I am. I'm gonna show you guys the tree as I'm talking. So my coworkers are probably all thinking that I'm just nuts, and that's okay, you know, because I'm me. I don't need to impress anyone. I'm just really excited to show this awesome tree off. So what I'm learning about the persimmon trees out here is that they originated from China, but as early as 1000 AD, they made it to Korea and Japan and became very popular in these countries, to the point where everyone had them. Like, they just fall. I can tell whoever owns this tree, if you look just right here, they don't really care too much about the fruit, because there's just so much that just shrivels and dies. On another note, although it appears that they do not eat this fruit, I want to make it very, very clear, it is not cool to take other people's fruit. Even if it looks like they have an abundance, do not take other people's fruit. Even if it looks like they're gonna fall and rot on the ground, do not take other people's fruit. It might seem like a concept that's hard to understand, especially if you're used to taking from those with abundance. You really need to just respect this rule. It really upsets me when people take my fruit, even if it's just the birds, but it upsets me. So please, please, please do not take fruit from other people. But like I said, the persimmons here originated about 1,000 years ago, a little more than 1,000 years ago, let's be honest. And they have just grown and cultivated different varieties here. As I've been driving around, I noticed this style is very common. I believe this is similar to Haichia, but there are the little flat Fuyu, and other varieties are very, very, very common everywhere I look around here. So that being said, these things cross-pollinate and they get picked up by birds, I think, and they just spread throughout. I saw them out in the forest area. I saw them everywhere. So there's probably, if you know how fruit trees work, seeds do not grow true no matter what kind of tree it is. So there could be thousands and thousands of types of persimmons here in South Korea and throughout Asia. That being said, it is pretty dang cool that they're so common here, and I'm actually able to see an Asian persimmon tree with fruit on it. It's amazing. So I've got several of these planted in my yard. I'm very excited to see them grow and develop, and I'm very, very excited to be able to finally taste this fruit. I'm gonna see if I can find some local markets out here that won't upset my coworkers too much to stop and look and maybe buy some, so that I can try them and show you. But if I can't, you know, so hopefully you guys like this. We'll catch you on the next video. We'll see you next time. Bye. kind of a little bonus clip. So as I was making that video, somebody came up to me and in very broken English, we had a discussion. I told them basically that I love these trees and this fruit, and they were like, "Oh, help yourself." He goes, "They're not ready. They're I don't remember the word he used. They're tart, but as you guys might know, that persimmons are an astringent varieties of fruit, and it would be very ugly for me to try to eat that." But I also found some that had fallen and were rotting, and I asked him, and he looked at me like I was crazy, but I dug through and I got these persimmon seeds. So these seeds are very different. So I think I'm gonna let this one just kind of sit, and maybe it will ripen enough for me to try on my last day here, and I will take whatever seeds I can, and then I will find a way to get those back with me, and I will try to grow them as my South Korean specialty tree. But this is kind of a little bonus clip I'm going to put at the end of the video, so hopefully you guys enjoy this.